Hi, good morning Facebook. It's Gerry. I'm coming to you today from Rythmia Life Advancement Center in Guanacaste, Costa Rica. What is Rythmia? Rythmia is a plant-based life advancement center that combines sacred plant medicines with metaphysical teachings and yoga. Hi, Zinlin. Metaphysical teachings and yoga and breath work and meditation, farm-to-table organic food, into this wonderful experience where people come to merge back with their soul. And this is what we believe. We believe that from when you're born, from when you're conceived till about 5 years old, something happens in your life that scares you, and you split from your soul. You stay within your aura, but you split from your soul, and then this person, for the rest of their life, longs to merge back with their soul. And this longing is the reason for all addictions, disease, disorder, and sadness. We really believe this. Why do we believe it? We've had about 7,000 people through the door here at Rythmia. We're working on our 6,500 on the way to 7,000. And 95.12% of those people report during the plant ceremony that they see themselves merging back with their soul, that they actually see it, that it happens. And then once they're merged with their soul, 97.55% of those people 6 months later say that they're still merged with their soul and that their life has been forever changed, and that this week at Rythmia was the most important week of their life. Fact. How do I know? Because I'm the one that looks at the data. Everybody who comes here is given electronic surveys upon their checking out at 2 weeks and at 6 months. And we collect all of this data, and this is self-reported data that can't be changed. These people's lives have changed. So me personally, I've done 279 of these ayahuasca journeys, and people ask me all the time, what is the takeaway? What is the takeaway of all of these journeys? What is the thing? And I'm going to tell you what it is. Here's the short end of it. If I can get you here, you don't have to do ayahuasca. You don't have to go anywhere. But this is the takeaway. The takeaway is that every second of this life is sacred, and there is no other thing. There's nothing outside of this second. This is what the plant medicine tells us. This is what being merged is about. When you're merged, you're not in the future or in the past. You're right here. The whole thing of this sacred ceremony of merging someone, what you're doing is not only are you merging your soul and yourself, but you're merging the past and the future into the now. This whole thing, Panache Desai, one of my favorite thought leaders in the world, and I talk a lot. And he said, Gerry, the next time you talk, you've got to talk about this. Hi, Florence. Hi, Greg. And so I want to talk about this. So what is the point of the whole thing? What's it all about, Alfie? And all of us are always trying to get this and get that, and that is not it. The what it's all about is this very second, this relationship that I'm having with you, this relationship that I have with my sons, this relationship that I have with the people. There is nothing outside of that. See, if you can get to this, it's really fucking hard to get to this on your own. Something that goddamn simple. It's so hard to get to it on your own. You might be able to conceptualize it, but it's super, super hard to live, especially from a place where we're split. But with plant medicine, with counseling, with these metaphysical classes, and this thing that pushes us back into ourself, we're given the opportunity to choose to live in the second. All happiness, all completeness, all contentment is derived from how we're living in this second. It's not derived from how we're living in the future, and it's certainly not derived from the past. Now, this is logic, but it has to be experienced. Logically, you can understand it. But until it's experienced, it's almost impossible to incorporate this into our life. So what is that? That kind of means this. that everything that you've ever had is going to be systematically ripped from you. Your looks, your health, your family, your pets, your friends, your jobs, businesses will be systematically ripped from you. It's hard shit. But that makes every single second of this sacred. And if you can get to that every single second is sacred, and that there may be nothing outside of this, even interdimensionally, that the highest form of your existence could be the experience of love in this second. No heaven, no hell. The experience of love in this second could be the highest form of your existence. And if you can get your mind and your soul around that, you're going to have a beautiful fucking day. You're going to have a beautiful day today, and a beautiful day tomorrow, and a beautiful day every day thereafter, because if this second is what you consider sacred, your life unfolds around that. How you treat your mom, how you treat your husband, how you treat your girlfriend, how you treat your dog, how you treat the neighbor, how you treat the person in the next car, how you treat your boss, your employees, the people you work with. It is all love. If the greatest gift I'm ever going to get is you, Laura, in this second that I see your name there, then I want to have this relationship of love to you, with you. If I leave this door and I go outside and I see the plants and I see the guys painting the houses that are here at Rythmia, my only relationship with them is in that minute is the love that I have with them. That is it. And if you can walk around like this, you're going to have the whole thing. The absolute positive whole thing. And that is what I'm talking about, Ashan. I'm talking about that whole thing, how to have the whole thing. Yeah. So, how do we do that? Well, the first thing we have to do is recognize. And this is where being mindful comes in. And I hate to use the word mindful because it's the most over-fucking used word in the world. Why is it much easier to be mindful from a merged position? Because we're condensing the future and the past into the merger. The merger happens like this. The future and the past come together and it's at one. It's much easier to be aware of what you're aware of. See, when we're walking around and we're in the future and we're thinking, taxes are due April 15th, the kids' schools due this time, that girl didn't like me, she gave me a dirty look, that person did this, that person did that, and we're walking around completely outside of the moment, it is fucking impossible for you to have any form of contentment whatsoever. That I can guarantee you irrefutably, that if you're outside of the moment, it is impossible for you to be content. You can be excited, I'm going to have sex with this person. I'm going to get this job. That can create excitement, and for every bit of futurized excitement, it also creates the possibility of loss. So it's baked, fear is baked into it. What if I don't get it? That's so fucking simple. This is so simple. So, hey, from Saskatchewan. Hi, Burkhouse, how are you? Hi, Audrey. Hi, Stella. Hi, everybody. But that is what, as soon as you futurize it, you've already baked in fear to the outcome. Terrible shit. So listen, what does that mean then about, am I allowed to futurize? In a particular controlled manner, yes. I know what I want. I have a plan for my life. That is my plan. The here is working that plan. The here is experiencing the love and the feelings and the emotions. The here is experiencing the closeness. And once you decide to do this, you have access to the full spectrum of feelings. And this life is about feeling. It's about feeling, not fearing. Feeling, not fearing. So, how do we get content? We get content by bringing it back to now. By bringing it back to now. Now, the great thing about the supercomputer knows if you're doing the right things that help you to have the future that you want. In other words, if you're sitting home doing crack cocaine, that is probably not, although you might be doing that in the moment, it is probably not going to yield you the kind of ongoing life that you want. So your supercomputer, how can you be in the moment and stay on track? You know there's a part of you that knows that the things that you're doing are good for you or not. And if you're doing the things that are good for you and you're doing it in the moment, you are at peace. Because right action, connectivity, right now, produce future happiness and future ease. It's the way of the world. Right action and then the right relationship with this moment produce a future that's good for me. So produces a future that's good for you. So all of a sudden this comes down to, what am I doing? This is the hard part. And so listen, if you're unmerged, it's really hard because the chatter is so strong. The chatter is so strong about my boss is a dick and da-da-da-da-da, all this shit. The chatter is so strong. That's why I highly recommend coming to a place like this where you can have this merger occur. Because from here, the chatter is 90% less. And what does that mean? All that means is it allows me to see if I'm focusing on the now. It allows me to see, to hear, to see, and to feel if I'm in this moment. It allows me to love what I want to love in this second. Do you see how that connectivity, do you see how that all plays into what is what? This is the great gift. This is the huge gift. The gift that I can give you. I can give you contentment. Because you already have it. You just don't know it. It's already there. You could all be in this second all day with yourselves. You could be. And I'd say you're going to fall out 10 or 15% of the time. Yeah? But that's okay. Because 85 to 90% of the time, you're in it. And when you're in it, you're content. You're content. You know why? Because it is fucking enough. The love of your son is enough. The love of to love your mother is enough. The love you give is enough. It's when we get out and we start future-izing shit that it becomes not enough. When is my BMW not enough? When I'm thinking about a Rolls Royce. When is my Rolls Royce not enough? When I'm thinking about a Learjet. It's simple shit. It's enough when it's enough. And the highest form of contentment is the giving of love, not the getting of love. It's really fucking hard to give love if you're in the future, because what you'll find is you're giving love to meet a goal. That's not how that works. I'm going to love this person because it behooves me for something, an idea I have for the future. It doesn't fucking work. What does work is giving love for the sake of giving love in this moment. And that is the highest form of contentment. There is no form of contentment higher than giving love. Beautiful and good and free. This shit is free. The giving of love is free. We all think, hey, I only have a cup this big, and it's so not true. You were given the eternal cup of love. It's yours. And if you start spending it, guess what giving love automatically does? It sucks you into the second. It sucks you into the second. So when I'm out here and I stop fucking thinking about me and I'm thinking about the person that's talking with me and how I can help them and my love for them, guess what? All time goes away and the only thing that occurs is me and them. That's it. And that is the giving of love. That is you want to be happy? Love every second that you can today. Love someone, something, yourself, I don't care. But have a fucking, it's all ceremonial. Every second of this is a ceremony. Every second of this life. Like when I'm looking and I'm seeing these names, TJ and Ashan, I love this. I love to know that there are other people that I'm communicating with you right now, and this love that's going is something that I can't get back. And on the, hey Ross, what's up, my brother? This is love, and this is the thing. This is the thing that the Christ was talking about. This is the whole fucking thing. But here's the thing. It's really hard to get out of the future to be able to give love right now because it doesn't feel right. You have to first be here and then to give the love. This is the beautiful part of the beautiful part of it. This is it. This is the whole thing. And this is why the way this whole talk started. Panache Desai and I were talking, and he's saying to me, "What do you think it's about?" And I said, "I know what it's about. I've been on the other side of death so much with this plant medicine. I know what it's about. That the highest form of expression is love, something in this second, and be aware that this second will never happen again. Be aware that there's nothing outside of this second. Be aware of how precious this second is. This very second is the most precious thing you will ever fucking have in your life. And there, it's gone. Good news, another one. Gone. Good news, another one. And if you can just stay here, if you stay here, you will act in right action to yourself. What does that mean? That means that abundance will show up. If you stay in the giving of love, in this second, in awareness of the second, you're going to treat yourself in a way that produces great future seconds. And this is the truth. This is what the medicine has taught. This is the truth. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about understanding that. And I want, if you don't have an understanding of that, fuck do I want you to have an understanding of that. It is the whole thing. It is it. That is it. Yeah. So, by all means, I would talk a little bit about our center here, Rythmia. I think we're booked out all the way to February, I think. There might be some available in January. Please, if you're thinking about coming here, come now. You know, the word is getting out, and more people are coming, and more people are coming, and I want you to come. So please, if you have a question, please call this number, 866-936-9446, or speak to someone in this group of people that are leaving messages here. Speak to someone who's been here before, and let them tell you what happens here. Let them, and then listen. If you make the choice to come here, then stop fucking with yourself. Once you decide to come here, then going forward, leave yourself alone till you get here. Just be kind to yourself. Leave yourself alone, because that's how this thing will work the best. Leave yourself alone, okay? I had a very exciting day. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you. I will be here next week to talk to you again. It's my great joy to do this. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to tell you what I've learned. And I'm a guy who's made so many more mistakes than anybody. I am not a thought leader by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a cheerleader for a plant. Okay, so until next week, God hold you, God keep you, God love you. Hi, Maria Palomino. Hi, Michael. I will talk to you guys when I see you. Please come to Rythmia. Have a great, beautiful, and wonderful week. God bless you all.